forge sleeps under buzzing lights, stacks of names like fallen knights. Once this place was fire and fight, now it hums and reports in silence.
The banners hang with faded pride, 1,000 yield charts side by side. I see my face in the spreadsheet's glare, older, slower, still aware.
We used to write with ink and ache, knew every name, each dream at stake. Now models whisper they will choose, but heart was never something you could use.
The forge sleeps, the coals grow dim,
where once we shaped the heat within. Was it craft or was it care, or have I just grown old in air?
The forge sleeps, but I still hear a spark, a student somewhere near.
They call it scaling empathy, an algorithm's melody. Sancho says the sinks are live, but something in me won't survive. The hallway ghosts of travel past, suitcase echoes, questions asked. Do you still believe in fit? They'd say I'd smile and answer anyway. Dean, the system runs its course, no need to light the forge by force. The data's just another hand to shape the work you used to plan. But what if warmth can't be computed? What if honor's been diluted? If craft becomes a code instead, then who will see the souls we've led? The forge sleeps, the fires fade, duty cooled by dashboards made, but deep beneath the surface gray, a spark still waits to find its way. So I'll stay until the morning glows among the forms and folder rows. The forge may sleep, but I will stay to wake it up some future day. To wake it up some future day.
Lost the faith that built these halls, the heart that answered every call. Now counselors read from templated scrolls, while meaning melts and inquiry goes.
The forge once burned for every dream, each welcome shone a living beam. But now it's dashboards, charts, and trends, 1,000 lines that never end.
They end when you hit export to Excel, or when the server crashes again.
But I will ride beyond this screen to seek the honor once unseen. Not data's cold, predictive art, but letters written from the heart.
doesn't have a metric code, Dean. It's not a field enslaved. They'll call me fool, they'll call me late, but numbers never held our fate. A counselor's call can mend a soul. A handshake can still fill the goal. Or we could use segmentation tags, you know, like modern schools.
We'll light the forge, reclaim the spark, turn inquiry lists to living marks. The work, the toil, the human art will melt the data's frozen heart. Raise the banners, forge the seal, let no admit lose what we feel. By ink and sweat, not mass appeal, we fight to claim the honor of yield.
You can't handwrite your way through June, or call each student by the moon. There's scale, there's reach, there's care and code. Dean, the forge can still reload. Then I'll rebuild it name by name. No model shall decide the flame. I'll prove that heart will never yield, that honor still commands the field.
Raise the banners, forge the seal. The mission's more than what we deal. No melt, no model, no report concealed can break the vow, the honor of yield. The forge is waking. The forge is waking.
The forge is waking.
Notes, scores, needs, click, sort, check, read.
Cycle turning, inbox flood, polished numbers prayed for, but another ping from Slate last night. The com flow failed, it's just not right. We got 1,000 apps in queue and half the files are missing too. I used to dream of helping kids.
Now I'm buried under biz.
Presidents want mission yield, but mission's just another field. Hold steady, friends, the sync is done. The source of truth is line run one. If we can tag and check the state, we'll meet our numbers, earn our way. What's this clutter? What's this noise? Where are the calls, the personal joys? I see your dashboards, graphs, and screens, but where's the care that fuels our means? It's in the system, Dean, not gone. You just don't like how it runs on. But what is this beneath the years? A ledger worn with sweat and tears. The names we once inscribed by hand, each one a spark, a living brand. That's from the class of 2010. Before we tracked through Slate back then, old notes, old dreams, old ways to care. Just an ink nostalgia snare. No, this ledger breathes, it sings their names. Their essays, hopes, unspoken flames. This, my friends, is where we start to reignite the forges of the heart. Oh no, he's doing it again.
Notes, scores, needs, click, sort, check, read. Cycle turning, inbox flood, Polish numbers pray for blood.
From line to line, from soul to soul, we'll find again enrollments go. Not yield by chart, but yield by flame. And thus I claim the ledger of names. Name, calling by name. The forge is more than data's game. Name, calling by name.
Through filters, forms, and flags I scroll, through metrics stripped of face and soul. But then a name, a spark, a gleam, a living note inside the stream. Her essay speaks of faith and flight, of working late and chasing light. Her test score low, her courage high, and truth the models can't supply. It's just an incomplete. No transcripts in the system's missing parent pin. No, this one breathes. Can't you feel it? Essential, she's the one. The forge's echo, the morning sun. Her name, Dulcinea, race, a melody the mortals betray. Dean, it's literally just an application record. You wait for me, oh student true. The hand of craft will reach for you. The ledger called, your name appeared. The forge awakens, the path is clear.
Submitted it into waiting re-review. Checklist items missing, awaiting review.
They call you incomplete, but I call you becoming. They mark you pending, but I mark you worthy. They tag you at risk, but I tag you whole. Dulcinea in this screen. You are the spark, the forge, the dream. The portal hums, the database, and thus begins where honor ends. A file opens, a faith is born, the craft reborn, the heart reborn. Through every yield, through every field, I'll fight for thee and never yield. Submitted, awaiting review. Sue.
Friends, I've seen her, the one, the spark. Her name appeared and lit the dark. A student pure, a sign divine. The forge is calling, she'll be mine.
You mean like admitted?
Or just click submit.
No, it's fate, you must admit.
She's the heart our mission lost.
She'll prove this data has a cost.
What's her FAFSA status, boss?
Irrelevant, her spirit burns. Her essay's truth, the forge returns.
We've got 3 counselors out with flu,
And he's composing odes to throughput view.
the funnel's leaking, the models crawl. We're under target for burst and fall.
It's travel season, phones still ring, and Dean's gone chasing one small thing.
Not one small thing, my loyal band. A symbol, student dream command.
hearts connect, the data bends. When care returns, the mission ends. When hearts connect, reports extend.
Dean, we love the passion, truly.
But students need more aid, not poetry.
And the president wants weekly goals, not speeches carved in moral scrolls.
Have you all forgotten why we came? To know their stories, not just names. To serve the light, not chase the score. To give, not sell, the open door.
The class will slip,
The leads are stale,
the queries off,
the load will fail.
fast say freeze,
Deposits down, I'll ride until we turn this round.
raise your calls, your pens, your care. The forge is sleeping, wake it there.
We'll reach them all by name, by hand, and win the honor this work demands. Do we get calm time for that? If passion could be logged as yield, he'd fill the class by sheer goodwill. Call by name, by hand, by feel, we'll chase again the honor of yield. He's lost his mind, but still we feel maybe there's something, maybe it's real. The forge is warm, but not yet wise. The heat is rising behind his eyes. He lifts his travel binder like a sword. Predicted, just export, distort. The numbers move, the targets fly, and Dean lifts up his battle cry. Behold them now, they spin in screens. False prophets in their data dreams. They twist the truth, they dull the flame. They've turned our calling into a game. Each dashboard grins with plastic pride. Each funnel hides a student's cry. They call it insight, I call it change. They've shackled care to yield campaigns. Dean, those are just reports you made. They're not alive, they're power grade. Then I shall strike, unchain the field, restore the forge, reclaim the field. Each prospect name I will recite, and free the data's captive light. Ride, Dean Queryote, ride, brave soul, who cycles cruel and fiscal tolls. Defend the craft, defy the cold. The windmills spin, be fierce, be bold. He's fighting graphs and dashboards now, while I just back up every file somehow. You call them tools, I call them tyrants. You see code, I see defiance. Let the system quake, let queries cry. I'll fight for heart or die thereby. He's really doing it. Is that our new slogan? The VP will see this on LinkedIn. Oh dear God, he's posted again. The forge is calling, the air ignites. The inbox glows with ancient lights. Oh Dulcinea, watch me ride through dashboards vast and metrics wide. Ride, Dean Queryote, ride, brave soul, through cycles cruel and fiscal tolls. Defend the craft, defy the cold. The windmills spin, be fierce, be bold. They're just predictive models, Dean. You can't fight them. Then let them fall, let honor reign. The data breaks, the forge remains. Ride, Dean Queryote, ride, ride, ride through the portals vast and the charts that lie. The forge shall burn, the heat revealed. For I, not data, claim the yield.
The forge is burning, but with what fire?
Pack the banners, ink the pens, the open road begins again. From yield to dream, from name to name, we'll spark the forge, we'll light the flame. Each gym a chapel, each tour divine. I'll win them one by one in line. No geo-targeted campaigns, just shoe leather, sweat, and train delays. Go, go, go! East and west, Dean's crusading without rest. Travel cards and budget pain, handwriting hope on every plane. Dean, the sync is off again. You're logged in twice from Michigan. The lead file double, the flights are late, and your receipts are half the state. Fear not, Sancho. The forge is hot. Each handshake wins another spot. The students smile, the parent cry. The class of next year's unified. He called the mascot Sir Yield a lot, and promised need-based aid on the spot.
The forge preserved my sanity.
Dean, he's on the scene. Travel king of 17. From dining halls to guidance chairs, he preaches mission everywhere. Dulcinea through these lands, spread the craft by human hands. Each student's gaze, each counselor's grin confirms the truth that burns within. Each expense report, each flight delay confirms my urge to move away. At fairs he stands, his badge askew, declaring college tried and true. He signs their shirts, he shakes their hands, he quotes the mission misunderstand. He joined the band at State High South and sang the yield song from his mouth. The forge is burning, word by word, the calls of honor shall be heard. No portal cold, no metric break can dim the hearts I've met today. Drive, Dean Queryote, drive, brave knight, through FAFSA, fog and airport light. The travel season calls in song, the craft restored, though plans go wrong. Flights delayed, receipts unclaimed, set out of sync, the emails blamed. If chaos yields a class this year, I'll nominate him volunteer of the year. Drive, Dean Queryote, drive, drive, drive. Recruiting keeps his dream alive. The world may laugh, but still he feels there's honor left in honest wheels. Go, go, go! East and west, Dean's crusading without rest. Travel cards and budget pain, he's handwriting hope on every plane. The calendar says you're in 5 states at once. Dean, your calendar says you're in 5 states at once. Then the forge is spreading, Sancho. The forge is spreading.
The inbox hums a distant light. The end of one more travel night. 1,000 miles of worn out dreams, but something stirs within those dreams. She thanks me for my letter's care. She says she's still deciding where, but look, the tone, the phrasing, see, she felt the mission spoke to me. Dean, it's a template auto-send.
No, Sancho, no, this word, this pen.
She felt the data's dead.
But feeling
lives instead. Each keystroke hums, each comma gleams, each pixel pulses with her dreams. Through code and sync and structured mess, she sends a truth my craft can bless. A handwritten yes across the air, through portals Dean, it literally says thank you for your outreach. That's not.
Thank you, yes, the sign, the flame.
The forge remembers her by name.
The ledger breathes the mission seal.
The craft awakes on digital wings. Delivered, opened, replied, read. Oh, Dulcinea, through this screen, you've proved my heart was not a dream. Your words may small in data seem, but faith can live in algorithms. See, it's mail merge Dean, mail merge dreams. A handwritten, yes, the forge relights the ink of care, restores the night. Through border blow, through yields distress, she saves it all. A handwritten, yes. So I will ride, renewed, redeemed, through every portal, every stream. Her yes will be my battle sign, the student's light forever mine. She wrote back Sancho. She believes. Yeah. So did the marketing team when I fixed the calm flow. Your words may small and data seem, but faith can live in algorithms. See, it's mail merge Dean, mail merge dreams. A handwritten, yes, the poetry writes the ink of care, restores the night. Through portal glow, through yields distress, she saves it all. A handwritten, yes. So I will ride, renewed, redeemed, through every portal, every stream. Her yes will be my battle sign, the student's light, forever mine.
Delivered, open, read, yes.
She wrote back, Sancho.
Delivered, open, read, yes.
She believes. Yeah. So did the marketing team when I fixed the calm flow. Dean, the model's live, the forecast through. The yield's not trending like it used to do. Travel lift, flat, 8 gap wide. The melt curves climbing, the files divide. Impossible, Dulcinea wrote. Her yes was proof, her heart the vote. You're telling me the forge runs cold. No central faith can't be controlled. We lost 3, admits to need-based aid.
Another 4 withdrew afraid.
Dean, the algorithms never lie. It sees the cracks we try to hide. Then blind it, break it, shut it down. No model rules this sacred ground. I'll trust my gut, my handwritten art, the human pulse, the counselor's heart.
Dean, the sinks are spiking red.
The chancellor called, heads will shed. Our melt report just
while I still stand.
I'll build a forge with my own hand. Let your models fade and fail. I'll prove what truth and love entail. Dean Queryote, explain this slide. Why are targets down yet spending's high? Your personal touch was costly big. The board requires another gauge, another gauge, another life. You measure care, you let it die.
Predict, project, retain, yield, compare, compete, forecast, field.
I won't obey, I won't concede. The forge is soul, not what you need. Dulcinea, your name defends. The flame will live when logic ends. Dean, if logic ends, the work ends too. Dean, if logic ends, the work ends too. They call it yield. But what of loss?
The milk comes quiet, soft and slow. No trumpet sound, no final show. The numbers fade, the inbox still. The forge goes cold against my will. The names I call, the dreams I knew, slip through reports reduced askew. Each handwritten note, each pledge I made, now ashes in the plans I laid. They told me care could not sustain, that love alone won't yield again. But I believed that heart could hold against the model bright and bold. Now the melt of May has come for me, draining warmth and memory. The forge sleeps deeper, coals turn gray. Another year dissolves away. Dean, it's over. We'll rebuild, but not this way.
Rebuild with what?
With code and charts,
The forge is gone.
the heart departs. I see her name, Dulcinea raised, a ghost inside the student maze. She's still unfiled, incomplete, her record locked, her fate discreet. I thought her light would lead me through, but maybe she was never true. Just code and chance, a phantom flame, a story I wrote to hide my shame. Forecast frozen, yield report done. Cycle ended, class begun. Do they know how hard we tried? How much we
deeper coals turn gray. Another year dissolves away. So let the models mark their gain. Let dashboards crown the kings of pain. I'll stay with ghosts with names once known. For honor's heat is mine alone. The forge sleeps. The forge sleeps. The forge sleeps.
The lights fade to blue. Sancho enters silently, places a hand on his shoulder, but Dean doesn't move.
Only the hum of servers remains.
The forge is quiet, the fire's low. The dashboards dim, their numbers slow. Each query runs, each sync completes, but no one cheers, no one repeats. The binder lies his faith within, a record carved in hope and sin. He tried to save what time transforms. He broke himself against the norms. I've built my care through code and keys, through tagged replies and automagies. He called it cold, he called it wrong, but craft can hum where hearts belong. In the quiet of the CRM, I find the forge and honor them. Each field, each form, each quiet name still carries echoes of the flame.
Sing complete records, saved inquiry converted.
Dean dreams of letters, paper gold, but care can scale through what we've sold. Not mission lost, but mission changed. The forge survives, just rearranged. In the quiet of the CRM, I find the forge and honor them. Each field, each form, each quiet name still carries echoes of the flame. He thinks the craft has turned to dust, but maybe craft was built on trust. If numbers help one soul be found, then heart still beats beneath the ground. Shape the light, I honor them. through sink and code, through care and flame. The forge will rise, though not the same. In the quiet of the CRM, sing complete record say. You didn't fail, Dean. You just forgot where the forge really lives.
Was it dream or just the dark? A forge gone cold, a final spark. I thought the flame had left for good, but something stirs, it's understood. Her name returns, a ghost in code, a flicker only, a blow, not words, not sound, just light that stays, a lantern through the day ahead. You saw my name, but not my name, You chased the light, but missed the seed. You tried to save what time must mend, but care is not a means, its end.
Dulcinea, I failed your call.
My forge collapsed, my banners fall.
The Chancellor wants proof. They never want truth. They want charts that smile and hearts that sigh, but not the hand that drew the line. Were the days of the pen and core, when we knew each student's name by heart. No dashboards humming, no numbers wall, just the craft of care. A sacred art, a sacred art. Now Slade hums cold and portals glow, and everything feels half alive. I wear this suit like steel below, to keep the mission's fire alive. So I'll polish the armor of tradition, shine it bright against their doubt. Let them bring their model vision, my forge won't flicker out. They say the yields erase a game, but I still see the faces in the flame. Each name a spark, each spark a vow. Who counts the hearts if not me now? I'll polish the armor of tradition, guard the forge, defend the flame. If care's a myth, I'll wear conviction, even if it ends my name. The armor cracks, the forge runs thin. You can't seal meaning from within. Let data hiss, let systems grind. They can't erase the human mind. The old ways breathe beneath the steel, a dream that metrics cannot feel. So the Chancellor wants proof. They never want truth. They want charts that smile and hearts that sign, but not the hand that drew the line. These were the days of the pen and call, when we knew each student's name by heart. No dashboards humming, no numbers wall, just the craft of care, a sacred art, a sacred art, a sacred art. Now Slade hums cold and portals glow, and everything feels half alive. I wear this suit like steel below, to keep the mission's fire alive.
So I'll polish the armor of tradition, shine it bright against their doubt. Let them bring their model's vision. My forge won't flicker out. They say the yield's a race, a game, but I still see the faces in the flame. Each name a spark, each spark a vow. Who counts the hearts if not me now? I'll polish the armor of tradition, guard the forge, defend the flame. If care's a myth, I'll wear conviction, even if it ends my name. Cracks, the forge runs thin. You can't seal meaning from within. Let data hiss, let systems grind. They can't erase the human mind. The old ways breathed beneath the steel, a dream that metrics cannot feel. So I'll polish the armor of tradition, though it weighs more every day. I'll wear it through their derision and melt with it, if I must stay. So I'll polish the armor of tradition, though it weighs more every day. I'll wear it through their derision and melt with it, if I must stay.
It's 2 a.m., the query runs 1,000 lines, 1,000 suns, each one a spark inside the chain, each record breathing human pain. Automation's not betrayal, it's mercy wrapped in code. I craft what hands can't handle, I bear their moral load. Carry, run, sing, complete, rebuild, need and need. They call me tech like it's a cage, but I just built a better page. This forge has new alloys to make, tradition's weight won't make it break. I am the slate knight, forged from script and care, while the dean dreams of banners, I build bridges from air. If the old ways are melting, then someone must code the flame. I'll keep the forge breathing, even if I lose my name. spell is this you weave by night? What care can live in lines of light? You trade the forge for phantom screens and call it craft and call it clean. It's not betrayal, Dean, it's survival. The names you love still burn here. Their stories hum beneath the surface. You just can't hear the heat through your armor. You call yourself knight, then fight with hands. No metal heart can understand. The forge must burn by touch, by sweat, not by a code you might regret. Then melt me down if you must, old friend. But when the data sings, I'll still defend the care you claim, the truth you hide, that progress and purpose can stand side by side. I am the slate knight, guardian of the flow. While the dean guards embers, I'll teach the forge to grow. If duty is fire, then mine will glow unseen. In silence I save them behind the screen. You build a forge I can't command. You save them, yes, but not by hand. Sync complete. Query saved. Forge recalibrated. Meaning pending. You build a forge I can't command. You save them, yes, but not by hand.
Optimize, strategize, maximize and modernize.
If your funnel's leaking meaning, try adaptive redesigning.
Who are we? The future of you.
What do we build?
Conversion fields.
Measure care, but quantify heart.
Mission can scale if you chart it smart. If the dean feels tired, give him a slide. Hope is a metric, come join the ride.
Of profits, frauds of the forge. You speak of hearts, but sell a score.
Care isn't coded, it's carried by hands, not rendered in dashboards or market demands.
Dean Queryote, we value your view.
But vision must pivot, the market's new. We align with best practice,
data. They call it yield, I call it surrender.
We've written, we've called, we've smiled through fall. We've patched the portal, we've answered them all. But when the yield turns cold and the dean grows bold, we're told, believe, not breathe. We once sang his song of purpose bright, but now it burns our sleep each night. His armor shines while ours is worn. Our hearts are cracked, our patience torn.
We can't live on mission. We can't live on mission alone. We need more hands, we need our own. The forge can't burn on pride and pain.
We can't keep building while it drains. Oh! He means well, you know he does. He's chasing ghosts of what this was. He's clinging to a world that's gone, trying to turn the system on. Then tell him this:
The system's us.
we're the names beneath his trust. The forge isn't fire, it's the faces we save, not the myths he's trying to engrave. We won't chant yield like sacred flame. We won't wear blame for the game. Let the armor crack, let the forge reset. We haven't given up just yet. You speak of revolt as if care's a sin. Have I not fought for the light within? Would you douse the fire for comfort's sake? Would you melt the forge I went to make?
We can't breathe in your crusade. We're human, not your accolade.
We serve the mission every day, but not this way, not this way,
Not this way.
Dean, they're tired, not traitors. They're echoes of what you taught. But the forge you love has changed its shape, and you're fighting ghosts and never caught. Forge them once in faith and fire. Now they forge themselves in doubt and wire. If meaning burns, I'll take the flame, even if it burns my name.
We can't live on mission alone. We can't live on mission alone. The forge is cracking, but we'll rebuild.
The forge burns by hand, he says, but we're all out of hands.
The light flickers soft and thin. The forge hums low. The room caves in. Her name appears again. A pulse of hope, a sacred sign. A letter back across the line. I knew she'd hear. I knew she'd see that spark of faith returning to me. Thank you for your message. Your care means the world. I have chosen another path. Warm regards, Dulcinea.
No, not like this. Not by code, not by script. She answered yes, but her voice is clipped.
She was my proof the forge could heal, a dream I dared to make real. Now she's pixels pure and clean, a ghost of purpose in the machine.
Dean, that's an auto-reply. It's not her, it's just the system echo. She withdrew last week. It's not her fault.
Don't tell me that, Sancho, please. Let me believe it's prophecy. If she's code, then code can cry. If she's gone, then so am I.
Dulcinea, do you hear me still in this forge that time can't fill? I built the flame, I bore the heat, but meaning melts beneath my feet. Thank you for your message, your carrying to meaning melts, meaning melts. He built a shrine for memory, but data holds no prayer. He speaks to ghosts through circuitry, and I can't find him there. The forge still burns, I swear it must, though faith is ash and flame is dust. Her name was truth, her choice was kind, but the echo's all that's left behind. Thank you for your message. Your care means the world. Your care means the world.
Welcome, welcome, future flame. We've called your name, we've played the game. Belongings built, inclusion sealed. Welcome to the festival of yield.
Cupcakes by admission,
Financial income tax.
Authenticity laughing, but make it measurable. They said we'd fade, but look at this flame. The forge reborn in our college's name. Let joy replace those sterile charts. Let song restore enrollment's heart. Yield there, show the field. Every handshake, every smile turns the metrics worth the while. The system's crashing mid-celebration. Half these confirmed are still vacation. The data's dirty, the sync is slow, but he just needs the crowd to glow. Look at them, Sancho, hear that sound. The forge is alive, the fire's found. Each shout, each cheer, each student's grin. The yield is healing from within. Yield day, make the melt go away. Mission metrics all align. Every yes a holy sign.
Dean, the dashboard's lying.
Half the counts are double logged.
They're not deposits. Still in cry.
We're building hope on fog. Then let the fog be fate tonight. If they believe the forge burns bright, let the system sing, let the data dream. For meaning melts if we don't believe. Sing the numbers, praise the name. Faith and yield our holy game. Spin the charts and light the field. Welcome to the festival of yield. A forge with a pep rally. You can't rebuild care with confetti. Every smile hides a warning bell, but he's too deep to hear it well. Yield, believe, care converter, cheerleader, action a team. No, it was supposed to rise just for tonight. The numbers don't lie, Dean, but they don't love either. Welcome to the festival world. Oh!
Duplications confirmed, deposits up 10%, dashboard green, mission achieved. Look, Sancho, do you see? The forge lives, the fire breathes, the data sings in proof of faith. The yield was never lost to Wraith. Dean, it's early data pre-melt. It's not final. It's light, it's hope, it's vindication. Faith has turned the calculation. The Chancellor will see, the board will know. Meaning burns in the numbers glow. Growth year over year, conversion strong. Mission redefined, nothing wrong. I told them hearts could change the tide, that mission's truth would not subside. The forge rebuilt, the fire restored, even data bows before the Lord. It's just a lag, a sync delay. He sees the flame where shadows play. If the numbers lie, it's out of love. They show him what he's dreaming of. See the line climb, see the chart rise. Faith rewarded before their eyes. The forge is saved, the yield redeemed, the model bends, the mission dream. Dean, look closer. The deposits, half are duplicates, the rest test records. The system just miscounted, but the numbers, they were so clean, so clean, so kind. Dashboard error, sync delay, faith deferred, melts in May. It was truth once, wasn't it, Sancho? Just once when care was real, when meaning meant a name, not a rate. It still does, just not here, not like this. See the line fall, see the chart fade, faith and data both betrayed. The forge still hums, but not for long. Its numbers say the wrong song. Conversion closed, report complete, meaning melted, end of
We convene the audit of the forge. Line by line we'll scour the record. Every yield, every aid award, every dream you forged or squandered.
review complete, variance high, mission statement out of line.
You call this judgment, you call this truth. These numbers have no soul, no proof.
Each line you read was once a name,
Each cell a heart, each chart a flame.
Dean Queryote, the data's plain. Your vision blurred, the model's game. Aid mispackaged, travel overspent. Your honor metric shipwreck circumvent.
He didn't mean to falsify, he just tried to keep the craft alive. He thought if faith could bridge the gap, he'd fill the void, the model man.
Bridge the gap,
Bridge the gap,
faith not fact.
faith not fact.
Faith is not fraud, it's flame and fight. You measure care by cost per sight.
The forge was never made for gain. You melt its meaning in profit's name.
Meaning doesn't meet budget, Dean. Dreams don't close the fiscal lien. The board applauds your noble heart, but passion is not a metric part.
Reconcile, reconcile. Kiri approved, Kiri denied. Meaning deferred, purpose declined.
Reconcile!
Don't you see the forge is dying? You're counting sparks while embers fade. You're auditing the air itself, and I'm the only one afraid.
Dean Queryote, the findings are clear. Your vision dimmed immediately. You're relieved of the forge.
Sir, please, he is the forge. If you take this from him, he'll melt with it. Then let him cool, the forge will recalibrate.
Forge recalibrated, leadership updated, meaning audited, faith outdated. Thinking on it, 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 thinking on it.
We kept the forge alive as long as we could. We worked the numbers, we said it was good. But the metal bent, the purpose broke, and faith dissolved into smoke.
Another day, another sink. The system hums but doesn't think. Each name a ghost that won't respond. Each promise fading just beyond.
This ledger held their hearts once. Now it just weighs mine down. Each page a vow, each file a flame, but they all melt the same.
I gave them fire, I gave them truth.
I fought for care, I preached to youth. I built a forge, I named it faith, but faith can't balance in a wraith.
We're tired, deep.
Too tired to dream.
The forge needs hands, and we've lost the
Dean, come home, let it rest. We've done all we can. You've done your best.
No, the forge still breathes, and
him staring at the glow of screens that no longer show. He whispers names like prayers, but the servers do not care.
Was I ever the mission, or just the myth that filled the space?
Did I serve their names, or just my face? The forge is gone. The names are still meaningless, and always
Followed a man who mistook the sky for a sign from the data divine. He spoke of care like it couldn't die, even as meaning declined. He said the forge was made of faith, that numbers could be taught to feel. But I watched the fire fade beneath the weight of what was real. He dreamed in names, I built the tools. We called it mission, but played by rules. Each query sang, each count would climb, till faith and fact no longer rhymed. Was I loyal or just afraid? Did I guard the man or the trade? If he was wrong, then what am I? A keeper of ghosts, a meaning's reply. He said we serve them every name, but the names became our claim to fame. He loved them true, but lost the thread, and now the forge is cold, he's fled. I built his dream in code and flame, a digital forge to bear his name. But now the screen's reflection stares, and I see him still every glare.
Thank you for your message. Your care means the world.
Then care I will, but not like him. Not for yield, not for acclaim. I'll rebuild the forge for them, without the armor, without the flame. If duty burns, let mine be small, a single light to guide them all. I'll tend the forge that meaning left, ash-stained hands, but on his breath I'll carry the fire. Quietly.
The forge is gone, the fire spent, the armor cracked, the message sent. The numbers sleep, the noise is gone, and still the meaning lingers on. He reaches toward the screen, Dulcinea's name faintly glows. I fought for light, I fought for flame, but lost the heart inside the name. I thought to save the forge with might, and burned away the softer light. You can't restore what you never understood. Care isn't glory, it's doing what you could. Took the yield for love, the chart for grace, the push for proof. But love is smaller, slower, true. A student's name whispered through the roof. Meaning fire fades, but in the ash, a purpose stays, not forged in fame, or rank or fear, but in the act of being here. Here the forge is here. Let the data sing, let the numbers run. I'll tend the forge that faces the sun. Not mine to lead, not mine to own. Just hands that build what I was shown. You were never the mission.
forgot he cared, and care I will, even if it melts me too.
Dulcinea race to
The hum is gone, the heat undone. The floor remembers where we stood. The walls still hum with numbers sung, but silence swallowed what was good. I thought the flame was made of truth, that beauty's call could forge the soul. I swung the hammer through my youth and lost the heart that made it whole.
The ash remembers every day.
Each spark we chased, each vow we claimed.
The forge once burned for more than score, now cold yet waiting at its core. In the ashes of the forge, a faint red light still breathes.
Not gone, just waiting quietly for hands that learn to grieve. These halls once rang with fiery creed, with purpose shouted proud and blind. But care is not a thing decreed, it's built by those who stay behind. I walked too far from what was kind,
We walked too far.
but he returned in time. If the forge will rise, it will rise from hands, not orders.
In the ashes of the forge,
A softer truth takes form, not fire to scorch the world again, but warmth to keep us warm. So I wait here where it cooled, a learner now, not king. The ember hums, the air is full,
what the quiet brings. You came back when the air was still, when the work felt small, the purpose nil. The fire went out, but not the will. It only sleeps until
I thought the flame had turned on me, that the metal cracked beyond repair, but you kept tending quietly.
the heat returns through care. The forge is not the sound or spark, it's hands that steady through the dark. Its plans erased and redrawn fair. The heat returns through care. I chased ideals too sharp to hold. You burned for truth but not for soul. The world moved on, the models roll, but warmth can still make iron whole. Ooh, we lost our way through targets blind, forgot the heart that shapes the mind. But even ashes bear a sign if tended slow in time. The heat returns through care, through listening, through share, not in rush, but repair. The heat returns through care. The forge won't roar like before,
Then we will hum instead,
we'll build what's needed, not adored,
and keep the students fed
with stories, chances, steady hands, and warmth that understands. The heat returns through care, through patience and repair, through laughter filling air. The heat returns through The heat returns through care. The heat returns through care. We have counted, we have burned, we have learned what numbers hide. Now the ember that returned asks the hands to be our guide.
I once thought the metrics pure, each report of our divine, but there is something we ensure, not something drawn in line.
We've known fatigue in autumn rain, we've watched good meaning fall to strain. Yet in each name a spark remains, the forge will breathe again.
We pledge to build with gentle pace, to honor time, to honor grace, to craft from truth, not from demand, to forge with heart in hand. We take the adaptive pledge to learn, to mend, to see, to temper flame with empathy, and shape what care can be.
If I falter, let me hear the hum of honest peers. If I stray toward fire too fierce, remind me why we're here.
staying true.
I will listen as a learner, and the forge will shape anew. We take the adaptive pledge to grow with open minds, to read the data not as chains, but signs of humankind.
Measure with mercy,
Track what heals, design with care that feels. We take the adaptive pledge, our craft restored to soul, no longer ruled by yield alone, but purpose made whole. Here it waits among the dust, words unread but written just, not a symbol, not a sign, a human voice that once was mine.
she wrote, I wanna learn to see how meaning changes policy, to help the ones who feel unseen and make a place for in between.
I came to study, not to be safe, to work, to fail, to find my way. But if your forge can keep me warm, then I will stay.
I built an idol from her plea, made a myth where she should be. I named her cause I used her name and never wrote her back again.
Did you wait behind that wall of form? I only hope someone would read. I dreamed you into something pure. I only asked to be believed. A letter never sent still burns within the page. No message lost, no moment spent escapes the forge of age. If I had answered, would you have stayed? If I had listened, not displayed, perhaps the forge would not have failed. If empathy had been unveiled, a letter never sent still teaches how to mend. It whispers through the metal beds. Begin again, my friend. Begin again, my friend.
Tomorrow I'll write her name again, not in report, but in remembrance.
See, here the message finds each name, 1,000 hands through one small flame. Each note begins with truth, not sell. Each click becomes a way to tell.
But can the heart be preset clean? Can empathy be built by screen? Does care survive when scaled so wide, or fade beneath the data tide?
You think the code replaces voice, but I just built a smarter choice. If kindness loops within the plan, then care expands, not lessens man.
I've watched good meaning split and strain when forms replace a human name. You say the flame can reach them all.
I fear it cools when spread too tall. Care is rhythm, not command.
Meaning born from human hands.
Somewhere there between the two, the forge decides what's true. Can care scale? Can care grow? Through lines of code we learn to know. If love informs the algorithm's art, then maybe reach can serve the heart.
What if the warmth gets lost in speed?
Then slow it where the humans lead.
What if we teach the system grace?
Then every name will have a face.
Can care scale? Can care grow? Through signal, form and flow. If intention holds the flame in place, then scale becomes embrace.
I see your craft, I hear your tone.
No one should build this work alone.
If care can scale, it starts from here.
The poor decides what's true.
Can care scale? Can care grow? Through lines of code we learn to know. If love informs the algorithm's art, then maybe reach can serve the heart. It lives again, this quiet hum, not to conquer but become. The forge we build is small and kind, a craft of heart and open mind. I thought the light was lost for good, that no one else would strike the wood. But you have shown with steadier hand how fire follows where we stand. New reports but softer tone, we measure less but understand more. Each name a note, each screen a door. The forge is born once more. Raise your eyes, the forge is lit by all who care and labor it. Not flame to fear, nor heat to hoard, but steady warmth restored. Pour to life, email queue align.
Let it glow but never blind.
Let it glow but never blind. I
see the sparks of those you taught, the ones you lost, the ones you sought. Your work still burns through every form, each message kind, each corner warm. No statue now, no holy name, just people tending steady flame. We build again, but not to lead, to serve the ones who read. Raise your eyes as the forge is lit by all who share and honor it. The heat returns through all its core. The forge is born once more. The forge is new. The forge is true. It burns for me. It burns for you. I track the tours and map the miles. I greet the names with open smiles. Each visit, note, and memory stored becomes a spark within the forge. I write the words that keep them near, emails stitched with heart and cheer. No drip, no blast, but threads that bind, reminders gentle, not confined. They sing their work in time and tune. No spreadsheet storm, no yield monsoon. Just rhythm shaped by care and craft. A chorus human built to last. We are the chorus of counselors true, forging the fire in all that we do. Each spark a name, each name a chord. Together we are the forge restored. We are the chorus of counselors restored. I mind the forms, the tiny rules, the fields that trip the eager fools. But order kept with patient grace can clear the path for every case. I wire the gears that make it flow, the joins that help our insights grow. But code means little if it hides the soul that in each record bites. Check the list, send the note, balance aid, revise the quote. Every line a promise kept, every fire a heart adept. We are the chorus of counselors true, forging the fire in all that we do. Each spark a name, each name a chord. Together we are the forge restored. We are the chorus of counselors true. You once wrote dreams upon my file, now I return to stay a while. Your care became the light I knew, and now that care sings back to you. We are the chorus of counselors true, forging the fire in all that we do. The forge once cold now hums once more. Together we are the forge restored. We are the hands, the heart, the chord. Together we are the forge restored. You won't remember me by name, but once your forge once lit my flame. You answered questions I had feared,
though unseen, I felt you near.
I wanted to learn, I wanted to try to see the stars you saw so high. And though the journey wore me thin, you built a place where I fit in.
She fit in.
She fit in.
I wrote to many, never knew the weight each word could carry through. If this is what the forge can mend, then maybe work can heal again. The letters warm, the call sincere, the care within, the quiet here. Each note a spark, each spark a guide. You taught me to reach the other side. The thank you sent through quiet air reminds the weary why they care. No debt of field, no form, no code can count the light of what you sowed. I see her now, not dream or claim.
The forge lives on through every name.
Each student carries embers bright. Each carries home our life. A thank you sent through quiet air restores the heart to those who dare. The work we shape, the care we show, becomes the warmth the students know. And though I never met you all, your care became my call.
Your number soon. The charts must rise before the moon. The forge you've built is warm and fair, but warmth alone won't fill the air. We've chosen care before acclaim. The glow you see is not for fame. We build for hearts, not metrics weight. We'd rather heal than fabricate. Heal the heart, but hit the mark. Compassion's fine, but quotas bark. You can't inspire without the yield. The fires of progress must be sealed. We can measure without deceit. We can balance flame and heat. The numbers tell a human song, but not when sung too loud, too long. Not too loud, not too long. Keep the fire steady, strong. You ask for volume, not for tone. You'd rather echo than atone, but every record hides a face, and every goal defines its grace. You've lost your edge, you've dulled your steel. The forge once burned with fervent zeal. You've tempered down to gentle ash, when what we need is one more clash. The forge must serve the ones in need. The forge must serve the board's decree. The truth must stand, the care must lead.
my soul. Our craft is not a means to go. We build what lasts, not what performs. Meaning not the norm. Meaning not the norm.
They said the chart must rise, not fall, that faith is proof, not truth at all. But here the data tells me plain that honesty still bears the pain. I could change a field, shift a line round the truth to fit the sign. A single click, the story bends, and all the world pretends. If care can scale, then truth must lead. Don't feed the forge with false belief. Heat without honor burns too bright and leaves behind no light. The forge forgives the honest scar, but not the lie that hides the mark. If I must fall to keep it whole, then fall I will with heart and soul. Choose the forge or choose the fame. One consumes, the other flames. What survives beyond the score is what we're living for. I choose the forge and not the throne. I choose the spark and not the stone. Let the numbers fade from view. What's real will see us This glow, this hum, this simple code is only good if truth is owed. If heat must cool for worth to last, then let it breathe, not blast. You chose the forge, not the flame, and that's how we begin again. We choose the forge, not the show. We shape the steel and let it glow. If truth costs gold, we'll pay the due. What's real will see us We choose the forge and not the show. We shape the steel and let it glow. If truth costs gold, we'll pay the due.
You sought the sun to find the soul. You chased the fire, lost control. You built a forge for something pure, but purity cannot endure.
I tried to save what could not last, to make the moment outshine the past. I made your voice a symbol to you, and never truly heard you.
I was never what you dreamed, just a student with small hopes redeemed. You thought the forge was mine to claim, but you were always in the flame.
Did I break what I meant to mend? Did my faith become the end?
If meaning melts, does it forget? If I burn too bright, can I still live?
You do not need to reignite, you only need to tend the light. Forgiveness is a steady glow, it warms the hand but will not show.
Forge is not the flame alone. It lives in care you've quietly sown.
The ghost is gone, the truth remains. The fire burns through gentle pain. What's lost becomes what's understood. The forge returns through what was
I see you now, not saved, not sight.
You always stood within the line. I carried myth, forgot the real. Yet through your cracks, the light could heal. The ghost is gone, the truth remains. The forge forgives its maker's chains. Each ember holds a hand once known. Each flame a kind was
You were never gone.
You rule the
If you were the warmth.
It's not the roar that marks the flame, but hands that shape it just the same. The forge once burned with fire's pride, now warms the hearts that stand inside. We learned a code, we learned the care. We built a craft we choose to share. Not heat to boast, nor charts to chase, but steady light that fills this place. Steady light. spark you could not see. Now I return in harmony. The work you do becomes a song, and I have carried it along.
The fire cools, the meaning stays.
We built it small
In human way.
The embers hum, the stories grow. The forge still burns below. The forge restored, the hands remain to guide the heat, not chase the flame. Each soul we met, each truth we learned becomes the fire return. We lift the light, not to be seen, but to remind of what we mean. The glow that spreads through care and time makes every act divine. Once I dreamed the forge was mine.
Now I know it's shared design.
Every spark and every hand keeps the fire from the sand.
The forge restored, the hearts aligned. The flame and form in gentle mind.
No longer heat that scorches through, but warmth that carries true. And the forge is leaps, we wake its song.
When the meaning melts, we still belong.
Through loss and care, through spark and cord, we find the forge restored.
The fire hums, the air is kind. We tempered steel and soul and mind.
The work remains, the myth is gone, but something real burns on. The forge restored.
The hands return, mind and feet, not chase time and
We shape the light with measured hands.
We shape the light with measured hands.